I didn't know I was recording yet. Look at my fucking stupid ass. Anyway, this is a long overdue video, and someone had asked me to do this video a while ago, and I hadn't gotten to it because there's a lot of shit going on. But I want to talk about the passing of the actress Anne Heche. Anne Heche, if you didn't know, is the person I pray to every night. I have an actual statue of her, rosary beads around it. I do like the Hail. I don't do the Hail Mary. I do the Hail Anne. Okay, because she is probably an idol of mine. And why? Anne Heche, and God rest her soul and everything like that, the crazy party never stopped with it. If you don't know, she was an actress in the 90s. She was in, like, I Know What You Did Last Summer, that unnecessary remake of Psycho that nobody wanted, but was it Gus Van Sant thought we should have? Okay, fine. She was in a lot of movies, and she was a great actress. She really was. Pretty, you know, she was a cute chick and all that, but she might have been missing a few screws. I mean, might have, you know, I don't think there was, you know, I don't think the elevator went all the way to the top floor. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm saying, like, she was, I don't know, a couple balloons short at the birthday party. You know what I'm talking about? So, but, you know, a nice chick. But why I love this woman, and why I will always love this woman and, you know, revere this woman, is she did one of the best things ever. She made Ellen look like a complete asshole. And embarrassed the ever-loving hell out of Ellen. Ellen, who, again, my issue has been with her pretending to be a nice person and telling everybody she's a nice person when really she's the devil, as far as I'm concerned. She's horrible. You've heard it from her employees. I called it 2.5 years ago. I said it 2.5 years ago. There's even a Reddit thread that said I called it 2.5 years ago when everybody still thought the bitch was nice. No, she's not. She's horrible. She's evil. She's just a mean, nasty person who likes seeing the suffering and scare and fright of others. That's what she likes. But that's a different video. It's probably one of my most popular videos. You can see that somewhere on this channel. I don't know. Don't ask me to link anything. I don't know. Monkey, link it below if you're watching. But Anne Heche decided, Ellen, it was a big thing with Ellen back in the day. We didn't know how evil she was just yet. Her horns hadn't come out. She had a show called The Ellen Show or whatever. And I guess for a while she was playing it straight, but it was like when Rosie O'Donnell was playing it straight. You remember that? We were just like, I was offended she was playing it straight. You know, Rosie O'Donnell every day was talking about her love of Tom Cruise. I'm like, for what? To do her hair? Does she just really like his streaks? What the fuck is she talking about? What's she going on for? You know, he's a cutie patootie. He doesn't have boobs. I don't know what's wrong with her. Does she? Oh, she thinks he's another lesbian because he's kind of got that haircut. That's what's going on. But yeah, Ellen, I just never had really addressed it, said one way or the other. But finally, she made a big deal about it on her show. She came out and said she was gay. It was an episode with Laura Dern, and you know what? Hey, groundbreaking. She took a lot of heat for it. I do support her in that. I think that was a very brave thing to do, especially mid-90s, because people were not all PC about that shit yet. They did not like gay people on TV. I have a feeling they were only okay with it because it was a gay woman. I never saw gay dudes on TV being really gay. Like, there was always the gay guy in a soap opera, or the gay guy on some sitcom who's just like, hi, I'm here. Just the biggest stereotype ever. You know, once in a while he might put his hand on somebody's arm, but it was shocking. You know, the Puritans were out there with their fucking crosses and stuff like that. But I remember the first I saw a gay kiss was on, where the fuck did I see it? I want to say it was like a Melrose Place or like a something. I was passing through something and I actually stopped to watch it because it got me really hard. Now, I stopped to watch, what show was it? It was a show, it was late 90s. Like, I'm going to say 99, 2000. These two dudes were kissing. I actually stopped to go, they're really showing this? Nobody's upset? They're not going to watch, it's going to go off the air in like 2 seconds. Seriously? Wow. Okay. Next, this is too gay for me though. Where's Will and Grace? I want to see Will and Grace. So, Anne Heche comes along and decides after this whole, you know, hubbub, and Ellen, I think her show went down the tank because they said it was because of the gay thing. I think it's because the show sucked. It might have been a combo of both. But I'll never forget, she took Anne Heche as her girlfriend on Oprah. And back then, you know, Oprah was like Christ to everybody like that. You watch Oprah, if you were on Oprah for a minute, if you had a book on how to fart in your hand and smell it properly, and you put that shit on Oprah for 5 minutes, that book was a fucking hit. There was 6 million how to fart in your hand properly books the next day. You were like, that bitch had power. She's a voodoo bitch. I don't know what's wrong with her. That big head of hers has got voodoo magic in it. That's what I'm thinking. I don't trust her. She does seances every night with Gail, you know, after they ride each other's face. But put the kitty in the pot. Come on, we have spells to do. But so they go on there to make this whole like big long hour, right, of Ellen and her girlfriend Anne Heche. It's really brave for Anne Heche to be out there, and Anne Heche, she sold that role so well. And to this day, I don't know, nor do I care what her sexuality was. She might be bisexual, she might be trisexual, try anything. I think she was just crazy, and she was just whatever, you know. Like if a pigeon landed and she was in the mood, why not put some, you know, bird feed on the old DJ and just let it go to town, try it out. I think that was Anne Heche, okay, and I think she was just a wild spirit. But so Ellen made the mistake of bringing her around it, and I remember the show because my mom would threaten my life if I fucking ruined that recording. Because yes, I remember millennials and Gen Z back in the day. If you like skipped over a recording and like while it was recording, like a VHS or something like that, it would to another channel fuck it up unless you had some super VHS or something like that. And it just every day it's like, you better not mess with me. Oh, you have ruined my life already. You are horrible. Neighbors are calling me every 5 seconds. The PTA hates me because of you. Just I'm going through so much suffering. Just my open. Jesus Christ, why? I wanted to adopt something, but not Satan. So I'd let her have that. And I remember the big episode. My mom's like, it's important. This is very important. I'm like, no, it's not to me. I'm not going to start, you know, licking clam anytime soon. But okay. So I sat down and I watched it with her, and I just remember Anne Heche being the laziest les that ever lived. And she just was like trying to sell it so much. And Oprah's ass, you know, she just loves goat shit. And she probably knew Ellen was an ass in any way. It's probably like, oh, I'm gonna get this bitch today. So Anne, she ignored Ellen so much on that show. She had Ellen like out first. She asked her a couple questions like, that's interesting. So your show, you came out as gay. That's really good. Next up, Anne, her girlfriend. Ooh, shit, Anne was gonna spill everything. No, Ellen, you cool. So Anne comes out, and Anne, I remember I think she was like sitting there, she was just sitting there, and she was being the laziest. I mean, everything, she was just gay. Everything was gay. She's like, yeah, so, you know, I knew when I was lesbian, when I was like lesbian years old, and I like lesbian donuts in the morning, and flannels. I love flannels. And sometimes, oh, Jesus Christ, it's a UFO. They're gonna take me. You fucker. I hate people who do that shit. Anyway. Okay, bitch. Play with me. I got headlights too. Okay. Excuse me while I bother her. Yeah, you don't like it. You don't like it, hooker. You better get that shit off me, bitch. I'm not playing with your ass. Take it, cunt. I got high beams. I got high beams for her. Go ahead. Who wins? Me? Me! Anyway. So Annie's just going on. It's just everything was so lesbian. Remember, she was just super lesbian. She's like, you know, it's okay to be lesbian. I want to talk to young people out there, and just, you know, I have lesbian cornflakes every morning, and my favorite store is Home Depot. She just sold it. And what the fuck did Anne Heche do later on? Left Ellen for a dude. Ellen's ass, you know she was pissed. You know she was breaking shit in her house. That fucking bitch, she fucking ruined my life. She was supposed to be my les. She was my girlfriend. She made me like a fucking asshole. I told her she said how lesbian she was. I mean, Jesus Christ, we went looking at cats together. I don't know what the hell's going on. I know it's a gay guy type of thing, but shit. Then I finally found a dog I thought we were going to raise. She's just such an asshole. She's ruined me. Oh, God, it looks so stupid. And you know, Oprah loved every minute when she found out. She probably, I don't know what happened, but if Oprah was smart, she should have had Anne Heche back on that show. Be like, so tell me, when did you discover that, you know, Ellen was a shithead? I mean, when you were straight or bisexual. What are you? And then remember, that's when the crazy train really took off with Anne Heche. She started saying that, I think she said she was kidnapped by aliens. And I'll never forget a clip I saw of her. She was reading from a book she wrote. I'm not sure she wrote it. I'm just saying, you know, God rest her soul and everything. I think that, you know, she kidnapped a schizophrenic's diary from some mental institution she might have been in. I don't know. And she just started reading it. And she started talking in her secret alien language. I'm not kidding. This is somewhere on YouTube. Look at Anne Heche aliens or whatever. I remember reading from this book and going, and then I saw him, and then, watata, tawa, ta-ta-ta-ta. Bitch, you can't make up an alien language. What the fuck is wrong with you, bitch? What the fuck? No, you can't do that. You bamboozled Ellen. That's enough. You can't say you talk to aliens now. What the hell's wrong with you? And she got a lot of shit too, though. I don't know if it was right or if it was wrong. But, you know, they didn't want to put her in movies for a long time. And a lot of people suspected that maybe the reason she became straight or went with a dude was because she was losing work. Apparently, people were threatening to pull her out of movies because she'd come out as gay. Listen, she had to defend her bag, as they call it, her money. They let her do what the fuck she's got to do. Because she's got to make it in L.A. And we all know nothing was going to last with Ellen. I'm surprised this chick, what's her name, Portia or whatever, I'll give it a year. That show is over. That nightmare is always home now. So, honey, you want to do something fun today? Can I poke you with a cattle prod and see your reaction? No? Hey, honey, I'm going to hide behind the couch. You're not going to get mad again, are you? Are you going to get scared? Pee yourself? I might do it anyway. You know, I'm serious. That woman's gonna leave. Year from now. Bye. I had enough of you. It was fine when you were always at work, beating employees and slapping interns. It was great. But now you're fucking annoying. But Anne Heche, as you all know, not that long ago, what most of you know, was in a horrible car accident. I guess she was on drugs. At this point, I don't think it matters. She crashed into a house, and at first I'm like, okay, but it sounded really. I mean, she was burned over, I guess, a large percentage of her body, and I wouldn't wish that type of pain on anybody. And she passed away, and of course they had to go find Ellen, right? They had to ask evil bitch what she thinks about it. Who cares? Who gives a shit what she thinks? She doesn't have the right to have an opinion on anything. She's a multimillionaire now, and she had the nerve to say, kind of say, I'm paraphrasing, I feel really bad. She's awful. It's a horrible tragedy. You are such a liar. This is how I know you're full of shit. You never once had her on your show. If you're such a good person, you once said on your show to Nicki Minaj, when she said, you got to have a rap beef, you said, how do I make a rap beef with somebody? Nicki Minaj goes, well, you got to have beef with somebody, but I like everyone. Bullshit. Anne Heche was never on that fucking show. Anne Heche, she had projects out. She had TV movies. She had major movies. Somewhere she did better than you at the box office. You were not good at the box office, honey. You have never made a box office hit movie in your life. You had one stinker, I remember, where you were trying to play, I don't know, some guy's girlfriend and everything was like Mr. Wrong, I think it was. Yeah, nobody wanted to see that. Nobody wants to see you on the big screen. It's scary enough on the small screen. Scarier on a 50-inch. Like that. That's why I won't get a big TV, in case you ever come on. If I see that on 50-inch, I'm just scream and grab my breasts and run out the room. That's what's going to happen. But, yeah, I had to ask her what she thinks. And you know what? Don't be a phony about it. To me, turn around and be like, listen, I don't like what she did. I'm sorry if anybody does. That's all you should have said. Your ass has to be like, she's so sad. I feel so bad. You don't feel anything. You don't feel anything except, a tingling sensation when an orphan gets into a horrible accident. That's all you feel. Okay, so stop the fucking bullshit with this. But Anne Heche, I think they had to, I don't know if they took her off life support. I don't know what happened, but it was really, really bad. And to her family, to anybody that's out there that represents her, I really do think she was a good actress. And I really do, I feel horrible that she passed at such a young age. She was only 52. I thought she was younger than that. She still looked younger than that. I'm like Ellen Pinocchio, who looks like a scary Geppetto son. Fucking looking 68. Fucking tell me she's like 58 or something. No, somebody's lying. But yeah, I mean, rest in peace, Anne Heche. It is a tragic loss when someone dies like that. And it was just horrible, an awful thing to hear. And I'm sad for her that she had to go out, still not fully under the influence of something. She was obviously struggling. And it's just a sad situation all around. But again, she lived life to the fullest, and hey, she embarrassed the shit out of Ellen. God rest in peace, honey. You did the best thing you ever could.